So recently I've just finished making my short film called The Host, and it actually went pretty well.
Action!
Don't distract me. Don't distract me.
You're fired, yeah, you're fired, get out of my set. After finishing my last short film, I knew that I wanted to make something a little more polished and something that would push me more. The initial idea of the film was actually thought of, quite a few months ago, and it is very, very different to the final storyline. I think that's normal. Most films are never the original idea. It kind of adapts and changes as you go through the pre-production phase, and kind of working things out and maybe adjusting the storyline a bit. It took around about 2 weeks to finalize the script from the initial idea to a fully finalized, polished script that I was happy with. And once I'd got the script finalized, because this was going to be the biggest production that I've done so far, I knew that the budget was going to be quite a bit bigger than my previous films. So I went over to Kickstarter and started a fundraiser, and oh my God, I was blown away by the support. The initial goal that I'd set out was around about £1,000, and I'm happy to say that it actually managed to reach £1,500, which is unbelievable, and I cannot thank the supporters and the people that backed enough. So if you were one of the people that backed the project on Kickstarter, thank you so much. I could not have made this film without you, so thank you. I knew that once the project was fully backed, that I needed to get the pre-production finished and start getting the film off the ground and start filming as soon as possible. Now, on set there was only 4 of us, 2 main actors, myself directing and filming and doing all the on-set stuff, and then my girlfriend, who was on set helping out, did most of the behind the scenes recording. So it wasn't a massive crew, so some things were quite challenging. Now, the filming stage was definitely by far the most stressful. Things went wrong all the time, from work, from bad weather, and also just schedules not lining up. I mean, we shot over around 8 days, which pretty decent, but over a month and a half. So yeah, our schedules definitely were not aligned amazingly, which definitely made the shooting and the planning very, very difficult. But that's what filmmaking is all about. There's always going to be problems to solve, and I kind of love that. There's always this chaos, but there's something about that chaos that I actually enjoy. It almost forces you to be more creative and come up with creative ways to solve these problems. Now, once filming was all wrapped up, I knew that the real work was about to begin, the post-production. Now, I did all the post-production myself, the editing, color grading, and all the sound design. And God, did this take the most amount of time out of all of the processes. I spent weeks just tweaking certain scenes and clips, and spent way too much time over fixating on small little clips and scenes, on even tiny little details that no one would even notice. But I would. At one point there was a scene with like 16 audio tracks and 6 color grading nodes. And for those who don't know anything about the editing or post-production stage, you probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Looking back at the whole production, The Host was definitely a big step for me. Biggest project and film that I've ever made, biggest budget, and easily the one I learned the most from. And I think that's really important when you're making films. Even if it's something that the end result you're not totally happy with, there's always going to be something that you can learn from and apply to your next film. From writing to planning to shooting and editing, it was all consuming I mean, hours of just in my head, like restless nights, just going over everything and anything. But I loved it. I loved every moment of it. Whenever I'm making a film, it can be the most stressful thing, but once it's all over, it's all I ever want to do. I want to constantly do it again and just keep making films, no matter how stressful it is in the moment. Once it's done, I just want to do it all over again. So the short film's now out on YouTube, and I've just submitted it to some film festivals. The link to the short film will be down in the description, and there'll probably be a card up here somewhere at the end of this video for you to go click on it. So please watch it, and please give me your honest thoughts of what you think of the film. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and let me know what you liked about it in the comments. And if you didn't like it, please let me know in the comments what it was you didn't like about it. So go watch The Host, enjoy. Thank you very much.